Yo guys, welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Today is the first day of prep, one with my new coach and two prepping for Glasgow Pro Solo. As you've seen in the last video, that was my race day video from Manchester. That was the first ever race in solo and obviously in pro itself. And yeah, it was tough. It was really hard. But overall, we're gonna hopefully progress from that now. I've got 6 weeks until Glasgow, and this is the first episode of prep for Glasgow, and I can't wait to go through it. My breakfast is just in the microwave now, and as you just seen, I've been making oats this morning with protein powder in as well. I'm going to run through all of my calories, all of my macros, and do a full day of training in this video, leading up on my new program with my coach, and we'll go from there. Let's get it. So the first meal of the day, and you've just seen this on the channel before, is oats with frozen berries, protein powder, and chia seeds. Yeah, really like this one. You can see the blueberries all over my fingers. But tracking everything through MyFitnessPal, and I'll put here the macros in this one as well. If you follow on Instagram, you'll see I'm starting to use a different supplement. So this is Marchon, Ollie Marchon's brand. I'm basically going to run through the subs that I'm going to start taking for pre-training and also for my hydration. So workout fuel, heard a lot of good things about this, so definitely going to start using this one. This is pink lemonade flavour. It's got 20 grams of dual carb sauce, 200 milligrams of caffeine, and 9.5 grams of amino acids and nootropics. The next one is then beta-alanine. This helps increase my muscular endurance and also allows me to train harder because of it. Performance endurance, just basically like an electrolyte. Haven't tried this one yet, but I'm hoping it's going to taste really nice. That is tropical flavour as well. And then obviously your usual creatine monohydrate as well. Had this in my oats this morning that you would have seen. But now we're going to go train at Hale. I've got an easy session on plan, nothing too much. I'll run through that session when we get there. But pretty much I'm going to run over when I get back from the gym what I thought about the race after a few days. Obviously you've seen race day video already, but after this one, in this video we're going to show how I'm feeling post-race, obviously post all of the emotions etc coming off of the race and how I feel now. But yeah, apart from that, I'm going to have a bagel with a banana now for pre-carb and pre-session, and also knock back some of these supplements, and then we'll get into the car. Let's go. First session on plan, early session, just to wash out any more lactate or anything from the weekend. Legs felt really heavy on Monday and Tuesday, but overall today feels way better. Gonna book in for a sports massage tomorrow. Obviously you guys won't be seeing that, but for this session, we've got for time 10 rounds, 35 minutes, and it's 15 cals on the ski, the bike, and the row, and just keep going through. So 10 rounds all together. Ski, bike, row is 1 round continuously. And that is the session. Gonna warm up on the bike quickly, then like 5 minutes, feel good, stretch off. Gonna run through my whole stretching routine, mobility, and I'll get into the session. Let's get into it. So on the ski, what I've learned as well is before I'd be on the damper, I'd be about 7 to 8, where in this race we changed it up and I was on 5 on the damper, and I felt so much better on the ski in the row, recovered really well on the row from it. Although if you look at my splits, they weren't necessarily the best, but obviously it's a whole new race to me, so that's something I've got to work on. But yeah, on the damper, try, when you next go onto the ski, guys, try and do a 5. If you feel like you're quite strong and you've got a bit of body weight behind you as well, get on the 5 and you'll be able to pull the same amount, but like it won't work, you won't be working as hard, and so that means you're actually able to pull a good amount, but like stay consistent with it, and you won't burn you out either. Because at the end of the day, all it is keeping the fan moving, and obviously the harder the damper, the harder you have to pull to keep the fan there. So definitely try that. But today we're going to aim, obviously it's 15 calories on each one, 10 rounds, just being consistent. It's not like a really hit it hard session. I'll stand the 5 damper and I'll maintain a pace throughout the whole thing. But it's 35 minutes of work, 10 rounds. Let's go from there. But just warming up now, making sure my hamstring is good, because when I'm doing my ski, you'll see it's more of an RDL movement. I don't squat, because that obviously will blow your legs out. So more of an RDL movement, try that if you haven't already. And it's just about making sure that I'm warmed up. But my mobility isn't necessarily the best, and I put that down to the years of rugby and just, yeah, not stretching anywhere near as I should. But today we've gone with the Vaporfly 3s. As a trainer, I haven't worn these in a while. Raced in my Pumas that you'll see in the video as well. So very grateful for that. And obviously all the support you boys showed me
on race day as well. So appreciate all of that and stick to meet as many of you as possible. But yeah, let's get into this session and get on with it.
Session ticked off, 32 minutes on a 35-minute time cap. Happy with that. It's a good start and a good base. Let's get home and get refueled. So that is session complete. Overall, a very, very sweaty session. Always good to get a session in at Hale. It was very much to flush out the legs and get any lactate that's left. Obviously, from race day, my legs were absolutely in bits after that. So yeah, it's they're finally feeling better, which is the main thing. Gonna head home now, have some lunch, and I'll run you through my next meal along with supplements. And then we have our second big meal of the day, a bagel, 4 eggs and avocado. I'll add the macros and the calories on the left of the screen now. But we're gonna get this down. So my overall thoughts from the race are, splits-wise, obviously weren't the best, don't get me wrong. And I definitely was slower in aspects I thought I would be. But at the same time, it's a race I'd never done myself before. Obviously, no amount of training that you do will ever get you ready for a solo as it is. So doing a pro solo straight away with weights that are mad, lads that are literally rapid as well still, it was always going to be pressure. For me, you know, I still got 75 minutes pretty much like bang on, so I'll take that. And it's just obviously like working out what needs to be worked on, all this stuff. As you've just seen in the last video, it literally took me like 7 minutes in the wobbles, and that's like unheard of for me. Especially I've been training with the 12, but I'd be doing 12s like 50 straight off, and then obviously breaking it up, and I was doing it in around 4 and a bit minutes. So it's quite strange that it took me so long to do so, but that just shows the amount of fatigue. One, from doing the relay on the Friday night and then doing that on the Saturday, and obviously then the running and all that stuff, it builds up, and I was honestly like gone. So overall, 75 minutes I will take, and it's, you know, it's one of those where we're building Glasgow next, obviously for this series and this prep, that I've obviously got to work towards that. So you'll see in my next training block in next week's video, these are the kind of things I'm doing. I'm going to run through all of that. How I'm then attacking everything else and how I'm going to get faster, because another thing is my running, like I feel fitter, but I'm still just not fast enough when it comes to that. If you know from before, like I used to play rugby, and that used to be my game of speed. You know, I used to play on the wing 15, 13. That was my game of just sprinting. But obviously now, having to do 1K constantly and then going to station, come back and go again, it's like that just draining energy. So learning to be able to run the same pace round after each station. Obviously burpees, you know, your heart rate's going to spike more. If you watch the video, you see how knackered I was after that. But yeah, overall, like positives from the race. Obviously can always be negatives, and there are, but I'm glad there's more negatives than positives, because it means I've got something to work on, and it's just a matter of picking them apart, knowing what I need to do well. The damper saying, which you just seen earlier in this video, guys, if you haven't tried that already, definitely do it. It really does help, I can guarantee. You'll be able to pull a good enough rate still and hold the pace, and you won't have to like really work hard to keep that pace, which is the main thing. And apart from that, you know, like I said, my wall balls, my running, and then just overall strength work. So a lot more strength in this block with the running, less Hyrox work. So in the last prep series, it was literally like double days, Hyrox like 3 or 4 times a week. Like none of that now. Like literally, I think I'm gonna up my Hyrox work, probably like 4 weeks out from the race, just to like go over technique, etc. Like now at the moment, I think I have 1 Hyrox session in my plan, threshold work and overall weights instead of anything else really. And then obviously a Hyrox on a Sunday. Obviously with the coach, I'll be able to then progress that into the next few weeks, and we'll have like 2 sessions say for Hyrox. But pushing the sled will make you stronger for Hyrox. So basically, going to work on obviously getting stronger in my legs. Then when I come to the sled, it should move better. Obviously then coming off the run, they'll be better. They'll be more volumed, more conditioned. So overall, I'm not going to be in pain trying to run around with heavy legs. But yeah, that's basically what we're looking to do. And I'll run you through a weight session in the next video. And I'm really excited to obviously get into this prep series and see what we can do on that as if Right, so heading out now for the second session of the day. It's a 10k run of 60 minutes, whatever comes first. I think we're probably going to hit 10k first, but if you watch this and it's 60 minutes, then clearly I'm too slow. So we're going to do that, but we fueled up. I had a squares bar just before this run. And yeah, training this morning, happy with, flushed my legs out of lactate, and now head into this run. Let's get into it, let's go. Currently 5k into the run. It's absolutely freezing, but it's about getting it done and knowing that a double day today, more volume in the legs, and feeling good for it after. Session this morning to wash out the lactate, and then obviously today, finishing off with this run. Gonna get back, big bowl of food, and I'll run you through all the macros and all of that as well. And it's to bed, recovery. Tracking with my Whoop as well, which you guys could be able to use and get a free month on as well. Use the link in the description, and I'll catch you in a bit. Let's go. And finally, to finish off the day full of eating and training, big bowl of sweet potato, tuna, chicken. I'm gonna drop the macros in the top right corner on the screen so you boys can give it a go at home. But yeah, this is the kind of food that I'm fueling my body with. And then to finish off this full day of eating, I'm then gonna drop in all the snacks that I've had with the macros, the stuff that I haven't filmed, and that basically add up to 3,600 calories a day that I'm currently eating. There's a full day of eating and training as a hybrid athlete, training for a Hyrox, obviously get better in this third prep series towards Glasgow Pro Solo. If this is the kind of content you enjoy, please let me know in the comments. The support shown recently means a lot, so thank you so much for that. But yeah, thanks ever so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Let's go.